Billions of metal milk powder cans are discarded into the environment every year after fulfilling their mission of protecting precious nutrition. However, carrying within them highly valuable pure steel and tin, the journey of these cans is not wasted underground. At the closed-loop packaging recycling center, the first step is automatic sorting. The modern magnetic system lifts all the steel can bodies high up and completely removes any unwanted plastic impurities or aluminum films. The stream of pure steel scrap is then transported directly to the mechanical workshop. Here, the empty cans are fed into a specialized shredder. Alloy blade shafts with just enough pressure rotate in opposite directions, tearing apart the sturdy metal shell neatly and precisely, creating small scrap pieces of uniform size. This shredding aims to optimize the contact surface area, preparing for the chemical extraction process in the next step. Despite being crushed, the metal surface still has the tin plating attached, and food-grade varnish, elements that affect the quality of the casting batch. All the scrap is immersed in an alkaline solution tank for purification. Here, the printed brand paint layer is completely dissolved, while the precious tin plating is electrolytically separated for reuse. The automated system lifts the material cage, draining the chemical solution. What remains is pure black steel core, ready to be melted. The clean material is carefully transported by industrial forklifts to the metallurgical workshop. Instead of using massive, dusty arc furnaces of heavy industry, the factory uses a modern and quiet medium-frequency induction furnace. Under the influence of the magnetic field, the metal block quickly glows red and melts smoothly into a brilliant, pure artificial magma pool. Robotic arms gently skim off the light slag floating on the surface.
Check the oscillation frequency on mold 3.
Adjusting it now, looks like it was drifting slightly.
The induction furnace tilts, pouring a beautiful stream of liquid steel into the casting system. This is when advanced thin strip casting technology comes into play. No need for giant block billets. The liquid steel passes through 2 cooling rollers and immediately solidifies into a glowing red thin steel strip. The cooling mist system gently lowers the metal's temperature, bringing the steel to a static state. The steel strip is precisely cut by laser and neatly coiled. From the casting workshop, the steel coil heads straight to the cold rolling and aseptic coating workshop. Using a medium-sized precision rolling system, the steel continues to be flattened, pressed to absolute thinness until it reaches a standard thickness of only 0.2 millimeters. At this point, the steel surface has become smooth and shiny. It glides through a mild acid pickling chamber to completely clean off any metal dust. Then the steel strip submerges into a highly sophisticated electrolytic plating system. Here, an ultra-thin layer of pure tin tightly adheres to the metal surface. This armor transforms the steel into a perfect food packaging material, absolutely rust-proof. The mirror-bright steel strip is dried and coated with an additional thin, transparent varnish layer. A high-speed guillotine rhythmically cuts the steel coil into large rectangular sheets. Next, they are taken into a sterile clean room for the lithography process. Rubber rollers press a pure white base paint layer onto the metal surface. Unlike printing on paper, printing colors on steel requires extremely high mechanical precision, helping brand colors display vividly, sharply, and reflect light beautifully. The ink layer is instantly locked in place when passing through an ultraviolet drying system. Entering the shaping phase, the slitting machine divides the large steel sheet, using rotating alloy blades, making clean cuts without a single spark. The result is compact, rectangular steel plates, precisely sized down to the millimeter. Immediately, they are bent and rolled into hollow cylinders. The two steel edges overlap, gliding quickly into a modern soudronic welding machine. Using copper wire resistance welding technology, the contact point is locally heated red, creating an airtight, ultra-thin weld seam without generating any weld slag. The inner gray weld seam is immediately coated with varnish to completely isolate it from the food. At the same time, stamping machines punch rhythmically to create the metal bottom lids. The bottom lid edge is injected with a highly sophisticated strip of liquid rubber. Returning to the cylindrical body tube, both of its ends are flared outward to form a hooking flange. Tens of thousands of sparkling empty cans follow one another, gliding smoothly on the conveyor belt. To ensure zero risk, 100% of the cans must pass through an endoscopic laser scanning system. Any invisible light-penetrating pinhole is rejected and instantly blown away by an air gun. The qualified cans pass through an ultraviolet irradiation tunnel to destroy bacteria. Before officially entering the heart of the factory, the aseptic filling room. The smooth, pure white milk powder stream is neatly pumped into the metal can. Harmless nitrogen gas is compressed inside to push all the oxygen out, preventing the milk from oxidizing. Immediately, a honeycomb embossed aluminum foil layer is heat-sealed tightly to close the can's opening. The semi-transparent flexible plastic lid is snapped shut, completing the protection process. The perfect milk cans are automatically packed into carton boxes by robotic arms. Tightly sealed and warehoused, ready to depart into the hands of consumers. From discarded dented cans, they have been perfectly reborn, continuing the cycle of protecting life.